Welcome to Fuck the Stigma. Today we're here in Santa Monica and we're going to be interviewing people and see their take on stigma. I'm excited for this because every single person here has a different story and a different experience with stigmas. And I have Maddie here with me.
Hi, I'm Maddie.
And we'll see how it goes.
What's your name?
My name is Love.
Love!
Love.
My name is Sky. Sky?
Yes.
Nice to meet you. I'm Maddie.
Christiana.
Christiana, I'm Laisha. What was your name?
Hakeem.
Hakeem?
What's your name?
Akil.
What's your name?
Eric.
What's your name?
Hannah.
So what was your name?
Hey, I'm Natalie.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
My name's Ivy Hawkins.
Ivy Hawkins, I'm Laisha. What was your name?
My name is Fisher Cheryl.
So do you know what stigma is?
Stigma, like you having some sort of negative view about somebody based on their personal preferences or something like that. Yeah.
Do you know what stigma is?
Yes, absolutely. Stigma is just like, I guess, these ideas that we like put towards certain groups of people.
Exactly.
For just like bullshit reasons, typically.
So, do you know what stigma is?
Stigma, it's like, oh no, I'm thinking of stamina.
It's like a negative connotation towards like a topic, a person, place, thing.
Is it always negative? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Stigma is the general understanding of people's judgment on a matter.
Something that people don't understand because it's viewed in society as like negative or, yeah, just something that's viewed as negative in society.
Okay, have you ever experienced any?
Have I ever experienced any stigma? So I lived in Asia for a while.
Oh, really?
And it was interesting because I kind of got the opposite experience. Because there's unconscious stigma, like unconscious biases that we have about people. Mm-hmm. And being a white person in Asia and being the only white person, I sort of got like the other side of that. And I was like, oh, all of a sudden I'm not the one that's normal, if that makes sense, right? And so I kind of felt the other side of it. And there was definitely some projections that were put on me being American, being white, living over there.
I'm not a stigma person. Yes, I'm not judge people. I don't like to judge people because I not put like your shoes, you know? I'm not walking your shoes and I know what you passed in your life and I don't know that.
I guess the stigma of like even like what I'm wearing right now, like having my tits out. Just in public, people tend to look at you differently.
Yeah.
I guess, and I've experienced quite a bit of that. Like I dress kind of different, I look very different, but like I have big goals, but people wouldn't assume that just based on the way I look.
I am a music producer and I grew up in a small town as a preacher's daughter. So really like had all the odds against me and I faced some stigma, I guess, like with all the other guys that were making music. I was kind of like, I feel like I wasn't really taken as seriously as them at first until they realized what was up. I would say that is definitely like something that I still face in the music industry as a woman.
I've experienced stigma before, but not in the bad way. I mean, I think it's okay. Like they see Ethiopian is coming from Ethiopia, so maybe she can do like braids and things like that, and all the things that we should do and not do because I'm Ethiopian. I mean, you should not judge a book by its cover. You should know the person before you think, oh, it's black, so maybe he can do this, and oh, it's not like that. Not the person inside. Don't judge a book by its cover.
So you said preacher's daughter, so any religious stigma?
Oh yeah. So I was raised Southern Baptist Christian household and I've faced a lot of negative reactions from my family and my hometown from that. And I recently came out as bisexual to them just a couple months ago. And that didn't go over very well, unfortunately, but they love me no matter what.
Do you feel like you can't do certain things because either you're a woman
Yes.
or you're a person of color?
Yes. I can't walk into a store regularly because, because I'm a person of color, I'm always a suspect of doing something that I'm not doing.
I'm Black, America.
Being Black in America?
I mean, you see how I dress right now. You don't know what I do, but I'm an accountant.
Oh, sweet.
People have stigmas about it's kind of a normal thing, I guess.
Experiencing stigma is normal?
In America, at least. I mean, I've only lived in America, so I can only say from here, but yeah, you get stigmatized. I mean, when I'm wearing a suit, it get treated completely different than what I'm normally wearing.
100%.
Why do you think that is?
I guess just the system we live in and the ideas that we're told to believe from just everything and everyone around us.
Yeah.
Whether it's like your parents or even what's put on the media.
I'm also gay, so I feel like people always feel like when you're gay, you should go to hell or things like that. So I feel like
you're gonna be damned if you're gay.
I've experienced it, I feel, through other people. I've also experienced, I don't know if it's a thing, like personal stigma.
100%.
Yeah, personal stigma for sure. Like, I'm an artist and I'm a musician as well. So, you know, I go through I feel like all humans do, but I just go through like the motions and emotions as a human, especially as an artist, where I doubt myself and I know that I'm a unique person, but you know, in a world of unique people, you know, it's just like it feels overwhelming sometimes, and I feel like a lot of people deal with this.
Finding a job is hard. I used to have like super long hair, so long curly puffy hair is crazy to people when you walk into an interview. No matter how straight A student in college, none of that matters because the way you look.
Have you ever struggled with mental health?
Yeah, I have. In some black households, mental health isn't a thing. Like, they feel like, oh, you need to do this, you're just mad about something. So it has been hard, like at home, to come out about certain things or tell them what was wrong.
Have you ever experienced mental health issues?
I'd say so, yeah.
Do you want to expand on that? I have anxiety and PTSD, so.
I mean, I think everyone's going through it. Me personally, you know, and just kind of juggling life as it's thrown at you. It could be a little overwhelming sometimes. And then even sometimes people be going through stuff that you empathize with, and then that could also be a little, you know, draining too.
Have you ever struggled with mental health?
Absolutely, I have. And that itself, talking about stigma, there's a whole thing with that of like just what it's supposed to look like. I feel like it looks so different, and you never quite know what's going on behind closed doors for different people. Like, some people wear it very well, but some people don't.
Yeah, like some people are more high functioning and some seem to be like kind of more isolation, not really public often. Yeah.
Absolutely, so you can never truly know, I feel like, what's going on inside like people's own heads, and everyone's situation's different and people handle different things just based on who you are and your personality, I feel like.
You have to go through pain to grow. And you know, everybody needs to experience depression. They just need to know how to go through it. You know, once you're out of it, I think what you get is a lot of power within yourself. You know, and how the stigma will affect you later. Because I believe that at this point, the stigma can give you depression. You know, if you're being treated differently or you feel you don't fit in certain areas. Because that was my issue when I moved to the US. Like, I couldn't fit on this culture because it was so different from where I am.
Any mental health struggles?
Every day.
Really?
I've done a lot of like internal work this year because I moved here a year ago. I didn't realize how much trauma that was going to uncover once I moved here, and I've been going back through my whole life, and as all of the religious things I talked about a second ago, like, I've really been digging through that and working through it and working through my sexuality and coming into myself. And a year ago, I never, ever, ever would have been doing this, like in a bikini roller skating on the Venice Boardwalk. There is no way. I was so anxious and scared. Something that I've learned is you're always gonna have fear in your life, but learning how to work with the fear and accepting the fear is always gonna be there, learning how to work with it is such a powerful tool. And I feel really empowered today.
Advice that I would give to other people and myself is just work through it, and you are unique, and everything that you do is one of a kind. Even if your art is not up to par in your standards or somebody else's standards, doesn't mean somebody else isn't going to enjoy it. Self-doubt is a real thing, but just putting yourself out there, and like Ivy said, you know, Ivy said before, it's like putting yourself out there and just like being comfortable with yourself and creating and expanding and, you know, wanting a better life for yourself, and you know, making money and following your dreams off of your art and creativity.
I would say just keep pushing. I mean, it's so cliche and so simple, but you just really need to
Keep going.
keep going. Majority of people stops 1 meter before the goal, you know?
Just keep going, keep at it. I promise it will get better with time. Time really does have an effect on people. Like, just, it'll get easier, I promise.
Do you have any words of hope that you'd like to share?
Trust God and smile. Make it look good. Give them something to talk about. I don't know.
It was really cool to get into conversations with people about stigma and providing like my story and Maddie's story when we were having that conversation, getting intimate with strangers about what they've gone through and the negative backlash they've gone through their experiences. So it was really cool to get to connect with these people and break the stigma at the Santa Monica Pier. And it's definitely something I want to continue doing. But yeah, I really appreciate it. But yeah, I really appreciated this experience, and I'm definitely gonna do it again.
So I actually make songs for people on the spot. I can make you a song if you'd like. Okay.
About love.
About love. About love. Okay, this is a song about love. What is love? What does it feel like? It feels like walking down the street. Hey there, wouldn't you like to meet Maddie and Lisha? Such a pleasure. I hope that you break down all the stigma around you.
Oh my God, that's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.